Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a TrueNet, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2, the Insanity Run. Last time we did one of our first little kind of proper loyalty missions helping out Jack, and in doing so, getting ourselves the very, very important warp ammo. Automatically get warp ammo for Commander Shepard, as well as helping out a Quarren in a very rarely explored little corner of space. And today, well, I said we were going to do Firewalker. I've kind of changed my mind. I realised we haven't actually recruited anyone new in quite a while. So I'd like to go and do that. And in particular, as we've just got warp ammo, there's one person in particular it would be very worth getting right now. And that brings us back here over to Ilium, because I think we should be getting ourselves the Justicar. Now obviously, as I mentioned, warp ammo, we're going to be going up against a lot of biotic shields. In particular, we're going to be going up against Asari with biotic shields. So, as a result, Miranda obviously, well, let's be honest, Miranda would be coming along anyway. Miranda is just my favourite person to work with, just because she boosts my damage output and health, which is marvellously good news. Plus, of course, she does have warp as well. On this occasion, rather than bringing along Garrus or Gruntsay, I'm going to get Zaid along as well. The reason I want to get Zaid along is because his rapid-fire assault rifle will do a little bit better against those biotic barriers. Plus, he's just a very big, heavy, hard hitter, and that'll be useful too. And would you believe it's been a little while since we've been out with Zaid, so he's actually got 5 points to spend, which lets us max out Mercenary Veteran. Now, here we go. Mercenary Warlord for damage even further, or Mercenary Commander for health even further. Zaid's entire purpose in existing is he's got incredibly high damage output for a companion, so absolutely specialise down that route, go down Warlord. Now fortunately we've already spoken to Liara, so we know where to find Samara. We just need to head through to the transport terminal at the end and speak to the police officer there. Samara she's my favourite kind of entire biotic in the game. I definitely prefer her quite a lot to Jack. She's got some really interesting powers. In terms of like using her as a biotic, I probably don't use her that much unless it's like happens to be the exact right time. And that's purely because for the most part I like going for mixed biotics. Thane is arguably a lot better because he's also got some useful-ish biotics, but he also hits a lot harder in general and has some more useful abilities overall. Thane is excellent, actually. Thane is possibly, like, along with Miranda, to my mind, one of the best companions in the game. But anyway, let's go and find Samara, because in certain situations she can be very, very useful indeed.
Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
Wait, why? Do you have a problem, or did she kill somebody already?
Relax. I just need to speak with her.
Good. Samara's the first Justicar I've seen on Ilium. If I'm lucky, things will stay peaceful. She went to the commercial spaceport a few hours ago. If you want to get there, the pedestal on that balcony will summon a cab. Just be polite when you meet her. Justicars embody our highest laws, and they usually stay in Asari space. She's not used to dealing with aliens.
So what exactly is a Justicar then?
Tell me about the Justicars.
They're a monastic order. They've given up their families and possessions to follow their code. Most of them are on some lifelong mission, but they'll always stop to deal with any injustice they encounter, which can be a problem. In some ways, they're a lot like the Spectres, undertaking personal missions.
Spectres are authorized by the Council. Who do Justicars represent?
What? That's like, I don't know, a good human metaphor. They represent their code, our code. It's closer to a religious group than a legal branch. No law-abiding Asari would question a Justicar's orders. Nobody becomes a Justicar for personal gain. And they die before breaking their oaths.
So basically we've got a travelling knight who's decided to go and enforce their own personal code on planets where they don't actually have jurisdiction. I find it odd no one's mentioned these guys before, because they sound like they could really cause a lot of trouble. And in we come to the right district.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm taking my goods to Omega, Detective.
You're not going anywhere, Merchant. Not until I solve this murder.
I had nothing to do with that. It was those mercenary thugs you can't seem to get rid of.
The victim was your business partner, and I'm not ruling you out. I'll let you know when you can leave.
What about that Justicar that just showed up? Everyone says she might go crazy and start killing. I need to leave.
She'll only kill the unjust, so I'm sure you have nothing to worry about, Pitney 4. Find me in the station if you need me.
So straight away, we've kind of wandered straight into a murder investigation. So go on then, Pitney 4, tell me what's going on in the world according to you.
What do you want? I've already got mercs wanting to kill me like they did my partner. I don't need any more trouble. As if that weren't enough, some Asari Justicar showed up this morning. All the natives are scared of her. I've got to get off of this world.
Tell me how to find the Justicar.
She's in the alley where my business partner was murdered. A detective sealed the area, so you'll have to talk with her if you want to go there.
But why don't you tell me about this murder of yours?
Why do you think it was mercenaries?
Dagny Kerr was cutting through a back alley last night when someone killed him with a shotgun. I saw his body this morning. They'd used modded rounds. That means Eclipse mercs.
Eclipse mercs, you say?
You must know something about these Eclipse.
I occasionally do business with them, but only in well-lit places, with my guards, and only after the cred's clear. This is a scummy bunch, even by merc standards. They sell red sand, all kinds of illegal items, and they are all cold-blooded killers.
Well, I suspect we'll be taking them on at some point then. And into the police station we go, and before we actually speak to the cop over here, of course, ransack their medical supplies, lovely. And in case you need it, there's a weapons locker at the back so you can change your loadout. Hello there, detective.
Nice guns. Try not to use them in my district. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for an Asari warrior named Samara.
If you've got a score to settle with Samara, take it somewhere else. I've got more than enough trouble here already.
I need to recruit Samara for my mission. Then we'll be on our way.
Justicars usually work alone, but they are drawn to impossible causes.
We've got that covered.
If you're getting her out of my district, I'll get you to her ASAP.
You're awfully anxious to get Samara out of your district.
My bosses want me to detain her. They're worried she'll cause some kind of cross-species incident, but her Justicar code won't let her be taken into custody. If I try it, she'll have to kill me. I have no interest in dying, so if you lure her away with some big noble cause before I have to carry out my orders, I'm thrilled to help you.
You see, if she murders people who try and take her into custody, even if she's in custody because, you know, she's broken a local law or the relevant local law enforcement have authorised it, it strikes me as odd that more Asari don't have a little bit of a problem with these Justicar lots. So, first thing we have to do, head through the crime scene here, which we're now allowed to do.
Watch yourself. There's merc activity back here. We're waiting on backup.
Okay, so we're going to have to take out our first little group of Eclipse. And indeed, we get our guns straight out. Lovely. Uriah, let's consider this extra stock surplus. Ship the rest to Thax at his normal destination. He'll never miss a few lost pieces. Okay, upload that to the ship. I suspect that may well lead somewhere. So literally just head around the corner and there are a flipping ton of mercs all of a sudden. Including, of course, you can see there, our first sign of biotic barriers. So we now have ourselves some warp ammo we may as well use because it is indeed more powerful anyway. It gives you a little bit of a bonus against pretty much everything apart from basic shields. I think it's 15% normally and a lot more otherwise. So, may as well go invisible, line up the shot, and goodbye to you. Lovely. You see, these guys are pretty darn tough. And you guys go, guys, don't do that. Why don't you take cover? How about you take some cover? Lovely. And you, nice. Couple of mechs around there, toss some grenades and incinerate at them. Lovely. And then you explode instantly. Yeah, the robots, oh yes, and of course the exploding robots do damage to the other robots, which is very welcome. Especially if you blow up their heads. If you blow up their heads, they get a little explosion out of them too. Knock that person off their feet if you'd be so kind. Lovely. Let me see, now I can't flipping see them. I'll go for that one at the back. Zaid, you're not helping. What we're really going to be wanting to do for the most part is go over to our machine pistol and not just throw random incinerates out, in fact. So once we've gone over to our machine pistol, currently on the cryo ammo. Cryo ammo is pretty effective, but I definitely want this thing on warp ammo right now. Yes, the warp ammo is pretty darn good. And through we go, and that was actually the end of the first bit of the mission. It's literally just this one street. Head through here.
Those were my best troops. Tell me what I need to know, and I will be gone from here. Where did you send her?
You think I'd betray her? She would hurt me in ways you can't imagine.
The name of the ship.
Your life hangs on the answer, Lieutenant.
You can kill me, but one of us will take you down, Justicar!
What was the name of the ship she left on?
Go to hell!
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. My name is Samara, a servant of the Justicar Code. My quarrel is with these Eclipse sisters, but I see 3 well-armed people before me. Are we friend or foe?
We can be friends, but yes, to be honest, as someone who's not an Asari, I feel like Shepard would have a severe problem with what is basically a religious zealot travelling around to areas where she has no jurisdiction, murdering people who haven't actually been tried.
That merc was wounded and helpless. Do you just kill anyone who won't help you?
If my cause is important enough, yes. Are you different?
Most of the time.
I've killed enemies, but always with good reason.
I answer to a code that is clearly defined. If my actions are true to that code, I am just. If they are not, I am unjust. I don't pretend it is a simple matter, or that it seems right to everyone. But I sleep well at night, and that is more than most can say. How may I be of service to you?
And I'd like you on my team, please, Samara.
I'm going up against suicidal odds, and I need the best. That's you.
I sense the truth in what you say, and it humbles me. But I seek an incredibly dangerous fugitive. I cornered her here, but the Eclipse sisters smuggled her off-world. I must find the name of the ship she left on before the trail goes cold.
I wish you were willing to go with the human, Justicar. I've been ordered to take you into custody if you won't leave.
You risk a great deal by following your orders, Detective. Fortunately, I will not have to resist. My code obligates me to cooperate with you for 1 day. After that, I must return to my investigation.
I won't be able to release you that soon.
You won't be able to stop me.
Well, in that case, maybe I can help.
There must be some way we can all get what we need.
I see a way. While I am in custody, you find the name of that ship. Do that and I will join you. Then the code will be satisfied.
Seems reasonable enough to me.
The Volus merchant Pitney 4 is tied to this. Eclipse mercs are preparing to kill him. Get the truth out of him. He may know a way into the Eclipse base.
Samara is, of course, another case of the game massively over-promising just how flipping powerful biotics are going to be. When you actually get Samara on your team, obviously, she can't fly, she doesn't have a basically impenetrable, shimmery biotic force field, she can't just toss people about. Well, she can, but, you know, not if they've got any level of protection on them whatsoever. So, yes, again, just like Jack, well, maybe not quite as bad as Jack, but not too far off. Samara, how strong she is massively overpromised. And you are not Pitney 4, you're a Turian worker. You're Pitney 4, though.
Hello again, Earth Clan. Did you speak to the detective?
Yes, and I ran into a religious fundamentalist who told me that she suspects you're involved with no proof whatsoever, so I've decided to trust her.
Why are the mercs after you?
I know nothing about any mercenaries, Earth Clan. I'm merely an innocent merchant trying to make his way in life.
Come on, work with me here, Pitney.
The Eclipse are out for your blood. I need your help to break into their base. Shouldn't we work together?
Yes, you're right, Earth Clan. I'm desperate. I've got angry mercs after me, and now this Asari Justicar. Let's talk. I smuggled a chemical onto Ilium that boosts biotic powers in combat. It also is toxic. I may have, forgotten to mention that to the Eclipse, so they are perturbed and want to kill me.
Yeah, I really feel like you brought this on yourself.
It sounds like you're a swindler and your actions finally caught up with you.
True and true. But I haven't survived as a merchant this long without being able to tell when there's a deal in the making. You want something.
Get me the ship name, I think we can do a deal.
The Eclipse recently smuggled someone off-world. I need the name of the ship she left on.
I don't know about their people smuggling operations. They must keep records in their base. I do have a pass card they issued me to bring my goods in. Well, I had to return that one, but I happened to make a copy.
Oh, Pitney 4.
Take it, but be careful. Each Eclipse sister commits a murder to earn her uniform. They are all dangerous.
Don't worry, I think we got this, Pitney, and now we can go straight through this door here to start the main dungeon of this area. And straight away we're into flipping mechs ahead of me. Knock him off his feet, please. Lovely. Even a basic mech, if you just get caught out in the open, can do a lot of damage on insanity, damn it. And we're straight into flipping Eclipse Vanguards. Obviously, we're going to be taking on a lot of these guys. They're not so bad, actually, because for the most part, they've only got one layer of shielding, but the layer of shielding is, in fact, a barrier, which is generally the hardest to deal with, which is why we've come specialised. We've got Warp, we've got Concussive Shot works reasonably well-ish, and of course, we've just got my basic abilities here. So we'll take care of you, and then, yeah, the basic machine gun here will take down this barrier very well indeed. So crates, blow them up, and you've got yourself some lovely little cloud of biotic gas. Dangerous if you stand in it for too long, but if you stand in it for a moment, you can boost the power of your biotics. Not useful for me in the slightest, but if you're the right class, could be potentially useful. And you can see there, of course, I've got the little shimmery thing around me because I've got the biotic bonus. Though, as I say, it doesn't do anything for me. So you've just got to be a little careful around these clouds. At this range, sniper rifle will probably work pretty well. Hello there. And you have got yourself... Yep, that would... I think I just killed the one I wasn't aiming at, but that's fine. That'll do. There you go. One good sniper shot. That'll almost take out their barriers. These guys have got shotguns, of course, which makes them very, very poor at long range. So keep your distance. You'll do much better. And if you can get up close, just look how quickly the machine gun pistol can tear apart those barriers. And we get our first weapon after the first room, a new shotgun for Grunt, Jack, and Jacob. Obviously, Grunt doesn't want to use it. He's got his own specialised weapon that's superior to any shotgun you'll find in the game, pretty much. Jack and Jacob might, but to be honest, are you really going to be using Jack and Jacob that much at this point? If you do, maybe you want them to have that shotgun. And a new loadout thing once again, just in case you want to change things up a little bit, in case the first room has suggested to you, you don't have quite the right loadout.
Oh goddess, don't let them see me. If they do see me, don't let them kill me. What am I doing here?
So we've got ourselves a bit of a question here. What do we have going on? Someone in here who doesn't want to be found.
Wait, stop! I didn't fire my weapon once. I pretended to because the other Eclipse sisters were watching, but I didn't really shoot.
That's an Eclipse uniform, isn't it? Turn and face the wall.
I'm not one of them. I'm new. I thought being Elnora the mercenary would be cool, but I didn't know what they were really like.
Now, unfortunately, she's lying. We'll find a computer later that proves she was actually pretty much a total monster. But let's get the information we can get out of her first.
What do they do here that you don't like, Elnora?
I thought we'd be flying around the galaxy shooting up bad guys and stuff, right? But no. They just sell red sand and illegal weapons tech. They even smuggled an Ardat Yakshi off-world.
Ah, an Ardat Yakshi. Well, why don't you tell me the ship name they used to do it?
What ship did they use for the smuggling?
Wow, I have no idea. It was a few days ago, and like I said, I'm new. They didn't tell me anything.
And why don't you tell me what you think an Ardat Yakshi is? Because this is a really interesting little bit of lore that Mass Effect 2 introduced.
What does Ardat Yakshi mean?
It's an ancient Asari word for something that I thought was just a superstition until now. It means demon of the night winds. I didn't think they were real, but the boss said this scary lady was one.
So some form of terrifying, mythological, sort of demonish Asari creature. Intriguing.
Get out of here, Elnora. If you so much as jaywalk, I will find you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm going. Thank you.
So that gets us some Paragon points. I think we possibly should have shot her, to be honest, because, yes, she does turn out to be an utter monster, as we will get to in time. But we can take that evidence and hand it over to the detective anyway, so she'll get her just desserts sooner or later. Extra power cells, we just convert into credits, come already full up, and download results for sample 634.
What's this?
Biotic damage! So another little biotic damage boost. Could be useful if we do decide to head out with Samara in time. On we go. Okay, couple of initiates go down very, very quickly. You can just go down to me. Fortunately, you can really take advantage of the fact the enemy just do focus overwhelmingly on you. Samara can just stand there and the robots just don't care because they're so focused on you. Warp shots finish you off. My guns are starting to get more and more powerful. We're cutting through the basic lads now. But the machine pistol, when you get the right target, now just really tears people apart very, very quickly here. So get a little bit closer. Like, there's actually a good reason to get a little bit closer in this mode. Let's just go invisible. And just look how fast that tore for her biotic barrier. And biotic barriers are pretty darn tough in this level. So, knock you down with the warp and all the rest of it. Stand up, please. And now you're dead. That guy just got totally shot by his own heavy trooper at the back there. Good work, guys. And as I think you can see in the background there, gunship. Gunship, you say? Gunship with lots of armor on it. Well, that's alright. Then I think we can handle a gunship with lots of armor on it. Just cloak. And then wait for the gunship to make its appearance. There it is. There you go. Let's just get you on the move. And the gunship moves on its way. We'll be taking that on later. But yes, indeed, you can get an early shot in at it now, just to ever so slightly weaken it. One up there who hasn't seen us yet. There you go. One toxic warning. Gotta be careful of the flipping crates. Now, take up a position on this staircase. Not a bad place to get ourselves a nice little position to snipe from. Up here, just let them come. Kind of one by one, they'll just kind of come in and see ya. And then, pretty much, you can just splash their brains against the wall, and there won't be too much more. There's no infinite enemies in here. They will just kind of come from over there, so you are actually weakening them properly here. Just keep on powering through. Medical stations, money, and one data file.
Well, it's official. Little baby Elnora is finally a full-fledged Eclipse merc. I earned my uniform last night when I killed that ridiculous Volus. Up close, exploding rounds. Blew the little bastard's suit wide open. I can't wait to see some real action. Next time I go home, my friends are gonna be so jealous.
Elnora was the killer. We should have put her down. Damn it.
Detective Anaya would be interested in this.
So, of course, Elnora lied to us. Now, we should have known that, of course, if we've been paying attention. You can figure it out, because, of course, we are warned by Pitney 4. He specifically says you're only allowed to wear the uniform if you've already killed someone, so only killers are allowed to be dressed like the Eclipse Sisterhood are. As a result, we know because she was wearing the uniform, she had already killed. They would have checked. So we should have known that, but she'll get her comeuppance from the detective anyway. Keep on going through and eventually you get to this massive open room. And would you believe an old friend we saw earlier is about to show up again in a moment. Just grab ourselves some power cells. Actually, I should have left those, because if I'd left those, I would actually be able to have used my heavy weapon and then top it up immediately with that. But never mind, eh? Yeah, just move on forward. In any minute now. When are you going to make your dramatic entrance? Go on. There it is. Hello there. Gunship. Luckily, the gunship cannot stand up to that much. Keep hitting it with warps, with grenades, with all sorts of bits and pieces. Lovely. Get yourself back into cover. Invisible. You can hide around here. Basically, if you just go back round to the door, there's no way it can get to you. So you're fine. So literally, the door doesn't slam closed behind you. You just go and hide in this corridor if you need to. So the gunship basically poses no threat whatsoever. It can come to this side of the room, but yeah, actually, in all fairness, it's more screwed if it does, because it just leaves itself open to all sorts of powers and whatever. So it probably really shouldn't. Yeah, you see. Just hide in here. It's 100% safe. It drops off. Oh, it's dropped off some Fenrix mechs. I'd forgotten it did that. You guys just target them for a minute. Lovely. And now the gunship retreats, but should be simple enough to take out. Yeah, it's looking very... Did I just miss? I flipping miss. Never mind. There you go. That was a hit at least. Just keep throwing the... Actually, I'm not even sure oh, a little bit on the injured side. It will take your health down fast, but there's just so many places to hide where it cannot hit you. This fight's very, very simple. And there it goes. One final shot blows it up. Simplicity itself, as long as you know that the door doesn't slam shut behind you, so you're not truly in a boss arena. You can just retreat. And of course, don't be afraid to use your heavy weapons if that would be easier. I didn't on that occasion, but that would have been much simpler had I actually used the collector particle beam at some point. Once you're done, bypass a door, get yourself a shipping manifest.
This looks like a shipping manifest. It shows that Pitney 4 sold 2,000 units of Minigen X3 to the Eclipse, along with 600 units of red sand.
This isn't what that Asari wanted, but it's proof that Volus is a criminal.
I'm sure Detective Anaya would be interested in this. We gotta keep moving.
So as was mentioned to us in the bar previously, of course, red sand is technically legal on Ilium, but you do need the correct licenses for it. Pitney 4 did not have them, and one Eclipse terminal as well. Yet more flipping money. This is a really money-rich mission. You get a lot of cash out of this. And would you believe it, we've got ourselves a flipping Volus directly ahead of us. Hello there.
I am a biotic god. I think things, and they happen. Fear me, lesser creatures, for I am biotics made flesh.
I like your high, but no, let's be nice. Tell him to calm down.
You need help.
You need help, or you stand before the mightiest biotic ever. Yes, the Asari injecting so many drugs into me was terrifying. But then I began to smell my greatness. They may laugh when I fall over, but they don't know what I know in my head. That I know that I am amazingly powerful. Fear me?
And we could just keep moving, but no, let's figure out what's going on here.
Are you part of Pitney 4's trade group?
When I was mortal, I worked for Pitney. Poor soul is probably terrified that I have not returned.
He hasn't reported your disappearance. Probably so his departure won't get delayed.
All that guy cares about is money. He'd screw over a friend for pay any day.
Oh, coming from you, Zaid, that's rich.
The leader of these mercenaries is in the next room. I shall toss Wasea about like a rag doll.
Shepard, having this incapacitated bolus running around our battlefield could compromise us.
I will tear her apart. My biotics are unstoppable.
I really do like the renegade option, by the way. You can just tell him charge and he will run in and get utterly slaughtered in a little kind of cutscene. He gets tossed around the room, which is quite funny. But no, I think you should probably go and lie down.
Wasea will tear you apart. Take a nap, you'll feel better.
Are you mad? I'm unstoppable. Feasting on her biotic-rich blood will be the last. But Great Wind, biotic god. What was I saying? I'm tired. You may be right. Yes, I'm tired. I'll nap. Destroy the universe later.
I love the line, destroy the universe later. There we are, 7 Paragon for doing that, and on we go to the final boss after a final little medical station right here in case you need to top up anything. You even get yourself, ooh, a weapons locker too. Marvellous, the game gives you plenty of opportunities to change your loadout if you fancy it.
Everything's gone to hell since we smuggled that filthy creature off-world. First a Justicar shows up. Now you. At least I can take pleasure in turning your head into a pulpy mass!
So she starts throwing those canisters around the area, so you've got to be a little bit careful of the canisters, because they are literally everywhere. Now, Captain would say a barrier, armor, then a basic health bar beneath it. Not too difficult to deal with, all things considered. And also, watch out, because is that a... No, okay, sorry. I was just wondering where the hell she got a little combat drone from. But no, indeed, that was just a weird visual effect. So obviously, start off by throwing all of the relevant powers at her. Warp, concussive blast, and my own skills. Lovely. And her barrier just collapses in seconds, which is marvellous. Got a couple more in here, including a heavy at the back. I kind of want to take out that heavy quickly before it becomes problematic. There we go, just... Oh, I didn't reload. Of course I didn't. Well, almost dead at least. One quick shot from a concussive shot now will do that. Lovely, that's dead. Now, back over to the machine gun pistol. These guys don't exactly... Oh, flip. Things are about to get thrown. One warp over there. And follow that up with some bullets. Lovely, they're almost dead. Target that one exclusively for the moment. Interestingly, your companions have no problem with the gas whatsoever. They seem to be able to just, like, run through it and don't suffer any ill effects. At this point, I think it's either just her or her and one other person, because she'll kind of, like, retreat to the rear of the room. Now, where are you? Oh, you see, they actually throw the canisters around, which can be quite dangerous. Now, okay, there's at least one other person here. We've got Captain Wasea herself. That's not too difficult to deal with. Warp, Grenade, and Inferno should take care of most of your armor. Lovely. Now, there's one other person here. Got to be a little bit careful around here. I'm just going to move into this position. Stay towards the rear for now, at least. We've got... Oh, that's going to be toxicity coming in. Am I safe here? Yes, I'm safe here, but it also affects visibility. Oh, I'm not quite safe here, mind. Right, where are... Visibility problems all over the flipping shop here. Go invisible. Try and find the heavy. Heavy's over there. That should nail you in one hit. Yes, I believe indeed it did. And another... What? Ooh, not quite. Captain Wasea is almost dead. She's actually doing worse than her followers, unfortunately for her. Ooh, Zai just went flipping down. Nice. Okay. Now we'll just put a warp over onto you. Should hopefully finish off more or less. I'm going to get a Unity. Let's get Zaid up and about here. No, Unity. Unity, come on. Up you get, Zaid. Lovely. I'm going to go over here quickly. I feel like they've moved over to the other side of the room. So this will be a fine spot to hang out for a minute. Captain Wasea, let's just finish you off. I'm pretty sure she just died. Nice. Her troops do not surrender, despite that fact. One heavy to go. And then that was a headshot, I believe. Might be one more yet, though. There's a few heavies floating around. And I am out of sniper ammo, unfortunately. That's fine. Pretty sure you might have just been frozen. Everyone good?
There has to be something.
Yep, everyone is dead. Lovely. And once you've done looting the place for medkits, ammo, whatever the hell you feel like, Wasea's datapad. There's a Justicar here, probably looking for the one we sent off to the Demeter. Happy to see her go. She'd chill me to the bone. I just hope the Justicar doesn't mess up my operation. There we are. That's the information we need. So, Nitfu Cal has escaped, and presumably he is no longer quite so high.
I don't know what they put in me, but I thought I was... Well, you saw. Anyway, thank you, Shepard.
Oh, it's good to know you get a happy ending, at least. Could speak to Pitney 4. We don't need to speak to him. No. We're going to be turning him into the police instead.
I got the name of the ship. Your fugitive left here 2 days ago on the AML Demeter.
Shepard, you impress me. You fulfilled your part of the bargain, and I will fulfill mine. I am ready to leave immediately, if that will satisfy your superiors, Detective.
You're free to go, Justicar. It has been an honor having you in my station. And it's nice you didn't kill me, too.
And we now know, of course, you were hunting for an Ardat Yachi.
The Eclipse smuggled an Ardat Yakshi off-world. She's who you're really after, isn't she?
You continue to impress. Yes, I was here tracking the Ardat Yakshi. She is a dangerous criminal, and I will bring her to justice. After your mission is complete, of course.
The Normandy is docked near the main trading floor. I'll see you aboard.
I must be sworn to your service so that I am never forced to choose between your orders and the Code. By the Code, I will serve you, Shepard. Your choices are my choices. Your morals are my morals. Your wishes are my code.
I never thought I'd see a Justicar swear an oath like that.
If you make me do anything extremely dishonorable, I may need to kill you when I'm released from my oath.
As far as I'm aware, there's no way to actually make that happen. Even if you do all horrible things from here on out, when she's released from the oath in Mass Effect 3, assuming she survives Mass Effect 2, she doesn't actually try and kill you. I'm very honoured.
I can see that this is a very important act, Samara. Thank you.
Truly, the life of a Justicar can get lonely. I admit I am looking forward to serving with a company of honorable heroes. Shall we return to your ship?
I have a tiny bit of business with Anaya first, thank you.
I need to speak to the detective.
Thanks for getting Samara out of my district. I can tell my granddaughters about meeting a Justicar, and you've just upped my chances of living long enough to have grandkids.
And I have found the murderer. It was Elnora.
I have proof that Eclipse killed the Volus merchant.
Let's see what you got there. Interesting. But I can't verify it. It would be inadmissible.
I vouch for Shepard and any evidence she brings forward.
I accept the judgment of the Justicar. Thanks, Shepard. I wasn't sure about trusting a stranger, and a human at that. But you came through. It's a shame this Elnora escaped. But I'll get her. At least you put her on the run. Okay, enough with all the congratulations. I've still got a spiraling crime rate.
And we've got Pitney 4 smuggling too.
I have proof that Pitney 4 smuggled in red sand and illegal weapons tech.
I'll send in some officers to arrest him and his cohorts. This is a big help, Shepard. I can't do much to thank you, but we do have a small discretionary bounty fund. Take this.
And there we are, a little bit of extra money too.
I'll be on my way.
Be well. Value the Justicar. I've never heard of one working with a human before.
And there we are, the Justicar is now part of my team. Beautiful. And with that, 1000 XP, which lets me level up. Mission summary, we've got Samara, we got the new shotgun, biotic damage upgrade, of course, a flipping ton of credits, 55,000 total, tiny bit of platinum, lovely.
Welcome to the Normandy, Samara. We've studied your profile extensively. With your skills, I think you'll be an excellent addition to our team.
Thank you. From an organization such as yours, that is high praise indeed.
I've never been sure whether Samara's supposed to be incredibly sarcastic there or not. I'd like to think she is.
I've seen Samara's biotic powers at work. They're substantial.
We still don't know what we're going to find when we hit the collectors.
I will be prepared for whatever we encounter.
Where shall we put you?
A room that looks out on the great empty void would be most comforting.
Put her in the observation room on deck 3.
Thank you. I must meditate on the day's events.
So, quickly over to the tech lab. Biotic damage 3 comes in, very easily affordable. There we are, our biotics are now even more powerful. And that gets us biotic cooldown, 20% faster biotic cooldown for Shepard and her squad mates too. Beautiful. So that makes, of course, biotics a lot more usable because they can be throwing their powers around a lot faster.
The elusive man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
The elusive man fancies a word. Oh, fine, we'll go and speak to him now, I guess. I'm pretty sure this doesn't force me into a mission straight away. He's just telling me something. Oh, and nice touch, by the way, of course. All the weapons you find do actually slowly get laid out on the table in the armory, so you can actually see them all next to each other, which is very, very cute indeed.
Passing the elusive man through, Commander.
Shepard, we caught a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their homeworld.
Now this is all a little bit suspicious here, elusive man. How exactly did you hear about this?
You sure this information's good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
That's not really an answer, but okay. And are the Turians investigating an entirely missing patrol that just took out a collector vessel?
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the meantime, we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with Edie. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
Coordinates punched in. Let's go find us a collector ship.
Oh, Flipper, we actually forced to do this right now. Oh dear. That wasn't what I wanted to do at all. Oh no. No, that's no good. Oh well, never mind, apparently we have to do this. Right, well Miranda's coming along, so of course we're taking on collectors. They have biotic shields, so her warp will be very, very useful. But I'm going to need someone that hits a bit harder than that too. I'm actually going to say Zaid is a good choice for this mission as well. Garrus is alright, but yeah, Zaid's hitting power feels like the way to go here. See, this is unfortunate. If I'd known this mission was going to be forced on me right now, I probably would have done Thane next, because Thane has an interesting weapon in his mission I would have liked to have picked up before we came here, but never mind, eh? Zaid has a slight problem, which is because he's mainly about just the basic damage he deals, there's not really much to do with his squad points after he's kind of got up to Mercenary Warlord. Inferno Grenade just simply isn't that good for the most part. Disruptor ammo is okay, but you're hardly going to rush it up for the most part too. I guess we'll just kind of increase concussive shot, to be honest. Yeah, just make it a little bit more powerful. But other than that, Shepard I want to save up for Tactical Cloak, and Miranda can't do anything right now. We're saving up for Warp. And on this occasion, I'm going to go in with the Collector Particle Beam, not with the Nuke Launcher, which I think is probably the right way to go. Hopefully, maybe, I'm not sure. And in we come on the Collector Ship. Oh, blimey, this mission is not fun.
We have a visual on the Collector Ship, Commander.
Very low emissions. Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
Radar scans do not detect any hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no Mass Effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30 seconds, Commander. Good luck.
Well, this wasn't what I was planning to do right now, but I guess here we are. Ooh, I hadn't really noticed this before, but Zaid's kind of helmet makes him look a little bit like an NCR Ranger. Very, very nice indeed. I like that. Also, Miranda, for the last time, when we're going into battle, could you please actually put on armor? Okay? The swimwear and the little mask, not good enough. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, apparently we are doing the Collector Ship next time. Even though I didn't really want to do that at this point. I wanted to get myself a few more little upgrades, weapons, all sorts of good stuff first. But you know what? There's good stuff we can unlock here as well. So, that's coming next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. This has been Mass Effect 2, The Insanity Run. Thank you very much, and goodbye. What the hell? Alright, we've now got a Scottish zombie travelling with us. Oh, he's actually quite good now. And he's got over his drinking problem, which is... Oh, he eats human flesh. He's got some decent carrying capacity. Okay, fine, he eats people, but come on, let's not be flipping judgmental about this.